He was just a boy with no armor, no sword, and no battle experience. But when a giant dared to mock his God and threaten his people, David didn't run. He ran toward the roar. This is the story of one of the most legendary battles ever told. Not of strength versus strength, but faith versus fear. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more Bible stories brought to life. Now, let's continue. In the days of ancient Israel, two mighty armies faced each other across a valley. On one side stood King Saul and the Israelites. On the other, the fearsome Philistines. For 40 days, a monstrous warrior named Goliath, over 9 feet tall, armored like a tank, stepped out from the Philistine ranks and thundered a challenge. "Send out your champion. Let him face me in single combat. If he wins, we will serve you. But if I win, you will be our slaves." His voice echoed through the valley. But no one moved. Not one soldier in Israel's army dared step forward. Not even King Saul himself. Fear had paralyzed them. Miles away in the hills of Bethlehem, a young shepherd named David watched over his father's sheep. He was the youngest of 8 brothers, too small, too young to be considered a warrior. But David had fought lions and bears with nothing but a sling and his faith. One day, David's father sent him to deliver food to his older brothers on the battlefield. What he saw shocked him, warriors trembling in fear, and a giant mocking the armies of God. David asked, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God?" His brothers scoffed. "Go home, little shepherd. This is not your fight." But David's heart burned with righteous anger. Word reached King Saul of the brave boy who spoke boldly. David stood before the king and declared, "Let no one lose heart. I will fight this Philistine." Saul looked at him in disbelief. "You are just a boy, and he has been a warrior from his youth." But David told of the lion and the bear he had slain. "The Lord who rescued me then will rescue me now." Saul finally agreed and offered David his armor. But David removed it. It was too heavy, too unfamiliar. Instead, he took up his shepherd's staff, his sling, and 5 smooth stones from a stream. The sun rose high as David stepped into the valley. Goliath laughed when he saw him. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" But David was unshaken. "You come against me with sword and spear, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty." With that, David ran toward the giant, pulled a stone from his pouch, placed it in his sling, and let it fly. The stone struck Goliath on the forehead. Time seemed to freeze. The giant swayed, and then like a great tree crashed to the ground. Silence, then a roar. The Philistines ran in terror. The Israelites surged forward. One boy, one stone, one God, and the course of a nation changed. David took Goliath's sword and cut off his head, proving the victory was not by strength, but by faith. King Saul was astonished, and the people of Israel sang, "Saul has slain his thousands, and David his tens of thousands." But this victory was only the beginning. David would go on to become a mighty warrior, a king, and a man after God's own heart. His courage that day echoed through generations, reminding us all that no giant is too great when God is on your side. We all face giants: fear, doubt, failure, rejection. But the story of David and Goliath isn't just ancient history. It's a call to believe that God still uses the unexpected, the underestimated, and the overlooked to accomplish great things. David didn't wait for permission. He didn't fight with what the world offered. He trusted in the God who had always been with him. And with that faith, giants fell. So the next time you face something bigger than yourself, remember David. And remember who fights for you. The battle is the Lord's. 1 Samuel 17:47.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell for more animated Bible stories.